is Olra Telefeng and welcome to a brand new episode of Motswana Queen. If you're a new subscriber, welcome. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so you don't miss out on any of our exciting content. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you for the love and support. And everybody, Happy New Year! This is the year of restoration and I hope it goes exceptionally well for each and every one of us. As you could tell from the title, today we're going to be talking about being a candidate lawyer or candidate attorney, also referred to as a people lawyer or people attorney in Botswana. So before we get deep into what the experience is like, let's just start off by talking about what are the requirements. What should you have fulfilled before you can be considered a people or candidate attorney? So firstly, you have to have finished your Bachelor of Law, standard, right? Our year was 5 years, but I saw that in 2019 it was 4 years, if I'm not wrong. But the average year is 5 years. That's what most of the years have been. Yes, completing your LLB, Bachelor of Law, and then after completion, you have to be admitted into the courts of law. It's a thick little document that anybody who has gone through the process can help you with, but usually it's encouraged that it would be the lawyer that's going to be your mentor, or somebody who is going to help walk you through the way, because it's a bit of a lengthy process, not entirely, just the fact that you, as with every legal document, it has to be perfect and it has to be taken to the law society, then it has to be taken to the attorney general, and then that's when you can file it. So you need somebody who's gone through the process who will walk you through it. So after your petition, after you were given a petition date, then you are sworn in. You're sworn in and then you apply for admission certificate. That costs around 150 pula. If I recall correctly, mine cost 150 pula. Yes. So after the admission certificate, all these things can be done around the same month also. This all depends on the court process and how fast or how slow your mentor is moving, and how fast or slow the court process is also moving, right? So your admission certificate. Then after that, you have to find what is called a people master. This is a person who for a year is gonna walk you through your pupillage, or the person who's gonna guide you through your pupillage. So basically a pupillage is a year of training. That's the most basic and most straightforward way I can call it. It's a year of training. So you need to find a people master and a nice law firm. I can only comment through the process of private practice. I don't know what is the process if you are engaged in a private institution or if you're engaged in a government institution. So would have to ask about that. Maybe we'll make another video about it. Yeah. So okay, you fulfilled those requirements. Now what? You're a candidate attorney, there you have a job. So what is expected of you at your job? What is it that people attorneys or candidate attorneys do in Botswana? So I will be honest, it really depends on how big or small your law firm is. Law firms, I cannot, again, disclaimer, talk about government institutions or parastatals and so forth. So what is going to be expected of you depends on the size of your law firm. If your law firm is much bigger, then that means that there's larger staff, there's more support staff that can help or assist. But if the law firm is much smaller, then you're going to be expected to carry out some of the duties a support staff would do. So for example, you might be expected to maybe file. If it's a really small law firm, you might be the messenger and the attorney. It happens. Or if it's a bigger law firm, you're just going to be dealing with drafting documents, dealing with research, dealing with whatever your people master feels that is necessary for you to learn. Also, what you can expect is appearing in front of the court. So you've been admitted in all the courts of the law. So from your magistrates all your way up to your high courts and so forth, you can appear. But the rule is, well, not as exactly a rule, but the tradition is that every time you appear, your people master must be present. That will also depend on the size of your law firm, because if your law firm is much larger, then that means there are more attorneys to be dispensed and they're able to appear with you. But if your law firm is much smaller, that means that it might be an overload of cases, so you might appear on your own. Yeah, scary. But the thing is, you learn as you go. It's very important to ask. It's very important to ask, and don't be ashamed to say, I don't know, but I'd like to learn. So yeah, well, apart from appearing, drafting, research, what you also be expected to do is interview clients. So clients would come in and you'll be required to take down the information that is going to be helpful in order for you to successfully handle the matter, successfully draft that document, and just get the picture of what is it you can do to help them and what is it that they expect. So the best way to go through this is to really detach yourself emotionally. Not that you shouldn't care about your client, but don't be heavily invested in it. Remember that the important thing to do during the interview process is that you're supposed to take down information. So if we are sitting down and being invested in the story, you will miss out on taking down really important stuff. The story can get prolonged. You might be in an interview for 2-3 hours, which is not ideal because time is money. And we ideally want to keep it under an hour. Like ideally 45 minutes, because we don't want the meaty gist and the emotion. We want the facts. What happened, how, so forth, in such information. So what helped me was having a list on different cases of important things that I needed to take calm, remain respectful regardless of the other person's behavior or emotion or how they are coming up across you. It's also important to be assertive in a manner that lets them know that they're required to behave in a professional manner, and if they do not, or they continue behaving in an inappropriate manner, that you will end the interview and then they can come back again, because time is money and it is very, very, very unprofessional to be having a screaming match with a client. Highly not recommended. So that's basically what you'll be doing. Sometimes you'll have cases out of town, so this is all going to depend on where your location is, so you'll be doing a lot of traveling. But my advice to the whole process is that be willing to learn, be humble, be willing to put yourself out there, because it's both a tough and exciting experience, but it's really worthwhile, and it's gonna set the foundation to the rest of the kind of lawyer you're going to be. So start strong and you'll be able to finish perfectly. This is where I'll end this video. I don't want to make it too long. I just wanted to give you a of what it is like to be a candidate or people attorney in Botswana. So if you have any questions, leave them on the comment below. We can make a part 2 of this. We can make a series of this whole thing. So much for joining me. Thank you so much for joining. I hope this was informative and I hope that you learned something. Till next time.